Welcome back to yet another reaction. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing on my videos. Really appreciate it. Well, let's just dive into this really quick. Again, from a storyteller's perspective. I have seen it before, so I'll be offering a bit more critical advice of this. This is Warriors, the 2020 cinematic, and I was actually just looking back, and this is one of the original, this is the first cinematic that Riot actually worked with two-way, I believe. I love two-way stuff. They make such good music. Oh, and I think that was a brilliant choice. Brilliant, thematically, accurately good for Riot and League of Legends for getting people hyped. So this may be one of the really best, hypey, new season cinematic. So let's get into this. There's that two-way magic. When I first saw this, and I was like, that's Warriors. That's the same song that Imagine Dragons did. I was really confused because at first I was like, wait, can they do that? I thought there was some kind of copyright thing. But then I was like, oh, wait, no, they made that for Riot. So they probably have a bit more flexibility with what they can do with that music. So that made more sense to me after realizing that. But anyway, sorry. Animation's also significantly improved to reduce that uncanny valley. Like Lux looks great, Garen looks great. Still a little cartoony, just a little bit. It's nothing like Still Here. Still Here is on another level. Literally looks realistic, but it's better here, which is good to see. And that helps too with facial expressions. I mean, people can have full conversations with facial expressions. And so just in those moments when you see their eyes and how they're looking at each other, you can see there's that deep connection. You don't have to even know much about the lore to understand that they're connected somehow. They care about each other. He's glad to be back, and he doesn't see what's coming behind him. She does, and that's why you see that shift where she's like, oh, and then he goes flying. Yep. Why do I have... What the heck? I'll keep subtitles on. It's new. And work while they all play. It was really smart of Riot to use Warriors here as well, because Warriors is such a hype thing, and it's like, I mean, it's a great way to get you to want to just grind, just like, oh, here we go. They're all playing and doing everything. I'm working, I'm grinding, I'm climbing, kind of thing, which is pretty interesting. I like it. It works. Just noticed there with Etta Hayes beginning to sing, you know, this just haunting melody. There's a slight hum, just a just underneath it, where it sounds like a male voice, maybe several voices kind of singing along, but like humming along with the melody. I never noticed that. And the beats are great on this as well. Got the gauntlet. Beat right there. Boom. I built this town. I love that. I think when you tie in music to what you're seeing visually, it has such a, I don't know how to explain it. It just makes you feel excited, right? It's just like it builds that hype more and more, but not just like with hype, just it connects. It's like it's not just music and the imagery and the visuals. Now they're both the same because they're together now. It's not just like laying a song on top of a YouTube video without thinking about the song or the video. They're the same. They just have multiple parts, which is really cool. I love seeing that. That's what makes really good soundtrack as well. And if you ever listen to composers and how they actually make the music for movies and TV shows and stuff like that, they'll actually watch with the director and probably some other producers on a television or a movie or whatever, and they'll have beats and stuff like that, and they'll mark them as they listen to what's going on, so they can get an idea of what kind of music to compose and certain beats that they need to hit to move that imagery forward the way the director wants it. So much better way to do it. And then that beat comes back after a subsiding of the music. Beat comes back with From Dust. Boom, and tied in with Urgot shooting. I almost forgot his name for some reason. Wow. I love that growl that comes in on the offbeat there. Oh, I love it. Something else that I've kind of noticed between the different scenes, we have what? Is there 4? Okay, so we have Failure, we have Piltover, and they're trying to stop Urgot being awoken. And what's the other one? Why can't I think? What's the other one? Come on, brain. Oh, and then them probably in Shurima somewhere with Kaisa and Ezreal. Okay, yeah, it's 3. Good. Okay, I was like, wait, Riot broke their formula. It's interesting to see the development of the scenes going on. So when you have like them in the Freljord, they're pretty much immediately met with danger, met with failure as well. They're coming back from after some kind of raid, probably, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've got the beginnings of their stronghold being attacked, right? Then you've got Vi and Caitlyn. They're having this success a little bit more than, they're fighting and doing well until the moment Urgot gets released, when those guys manage to, even though they're getting shot, they manage to turn the thing on. So at different points in the storytelling here, they're all experiencing failure at different instances, which is interesting. Ezreal kind of experiences it here when he realizes, oh, he took the tear of the goddess. I guess that's probably what that is, right? The item, the tear. And boom, then the void comes out of nowhere and starts attacking him, and he gets stuck. The doors close right before he gets to it, even though he tries to shift away. But that storytelling is just intriguing, and if I'm right, I have a thought about something later, depending on how things kind of conclude and come together, like all good stories do. Then you have this moment of silence when the heroes are faced with potential utter loss and failure. They stand up with this motion of standing. And then action. We take action. Oh yeah. I love the beats lining up with the action on the screen. Might be the best in Warriors because it's such a good song to do that with. Okay, coming back to the storytelling and how they're doing this, I think part of the reason they probably had some of the different story beats of each scene happening at different times within the cinematic is so that in that moment, the last, what is that, 20 seconds? Yeah, right about 223-ish, when Lux stands up and pulls her staff up to do the good old call to Galio. They all experience their, oh no, I guess it's kind of right, 235. Oh, it's like 15 seconds then, where they all decide to stand up and fight again and choose to fight against their nature, which is kind of interesting. Scratch that. I guess against the nature really only applies to Ezreal, which is good. Some character development, some character arc. From the lore, we know he's just kind of a dude that likes to raid places for their treasure. And here he's choosing to go and help Kaisa. Well, we'll see in a second. Another beat. Warriors that built this town from dust. Oh, I love that last final chord, and it just kind of fades out. Great, great, great music. Great cinematic. I will have to say that one's really good. Obviously, this one does have a leg up because it is using existing music with Warriors. It wasn't specifically produced for that cinematic, which I believe still here. The Call, oh, I think Awaken was too, as far as I know. Which, if you think about it, it's kind of interesting. There's only like 5 cinematics. Still here, Warriors, Awaken, The Call, and The Climb, which was actually the very first cinematic in 2018, I believe. The first like season hype cinematic. That one's really good too, but it's not at the same level. That's their first try at this. I would say Awaken was probably their first success with the formula that they've kind of developed for cinematics. Still here kind of diverts a little bit from how they tell the story in the visuals throughout it. So, but yeah, I would say Warriors is probably my top 3, probably number 3. Still here, I think, is my second favorite, and The Call is number 1 for sure. The Call is so good. That song just like it pulls something out of me and just like shows it in front of me. I don't know. I think it's the inner Viking wannabe in me that's just like, just wants to be part of that fight, you know, the barbarian that's inside of me. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much to me. I'll be able to do more stuff like this if you guys continue to support me. If you guys also haven't checked out, I believe on my channel, I have linked several places, my actual writing, my stories that I'm writing. If you want to go to tapas.io, they do mostly like webtoon, like manga comics on there, but they have started working with novels and stuff like that. So if you want to go take a look, head over there. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day. And don't forget, there are no bad ideas, just unfinished ones. Take care, guys.